Hey guys, Evo here. Allied races have undeniably been a massive success. People are already speculating what allied races will be added in the expansion after Battle for Azeroth. It's safe to say that people are excited. Well, it has me excited too, but for an entirely different reason. For years, World of Warcraft has had pets, toys, mounts, and transmog. That's it. No player housing or any other forms of cosmetic collectibles. At in-game, everything is tied to power gains, be it a new piece of gear or a better version of a piece of gear. Exciting, I know. The rewards are all focused on improving the power of your character. The problem is that there's lots of content that becomes irrelevant really fast because you outgear it and you no longer have anything to gain from it. When was the last time you did Withered Army training? Exactly. If allied races proved anything, it's that players care about cosmetics. A lot. This is something I'm really hoping Blizzard will learn from going into future expansions. If player housing or some equivalent system, and no, I'm not talking about garrisons, was added, it would add a whole new dynamic to World of Warcraft. Imagine how much fun people would have collecting useless items and showing them off to their friends.
Ah, yes. Welcome to my humble abode. Please, allow me to show you around. To your right, you'll see the head of Onyxia. I slew him many years ago in LFR. I am quite proud. And this beautiful postmodernism masterpiece was painted by none other than the legendary painter Macaw.
Who?
Ah, you ignorant peasant. You know nothing of the ways of art. Come, there is more. This is the great pebble of Draenor. It is said that long ago Ner'zhul himself put his toe on it.
Okay. Hey, what's down there?
Nothing. There is nothing down there, dear sir. Nothing you need concern yourself with.
Seriously though, adding a system like this would add so much to the game. In Legion, we had a problem with Blizzard over-incentivizing content to make people do it. For example, legendaries, titan forging, and artifact power. Note that these are all tied to player power. These systems were used to try and keep content relevant through the whole expansion. That was the philosophy of Legion, after all. Adding cosmetic rewards to content could incentivize it without messing up the end-game gearing. When everything is tied to player power, it then becomes mandatory for anyone who is serious about playing the game to do it all. It's exhausting, and that's one of the reasons that we saw so many mythic guilds quit early on in Legion. Rather than having titan forging, have Heroic Kill Jaden drop a little toy ship that you can hang from your ceiling. Give it a low drop chance, and I guarantee you more people would have ahead of the curve for Tomb of Sargeras. And maybe make it so if you collect 10 of them, you can turn it into a Legion fleet that will fly around your house. Something this simple would let Blizzard get rid of systems designed just to make content last longer. Blizzard could focus on making the gearing aspect of the game rewarding, rather than just trying to drag it out for as long as possible. The benefits don't stop with fixing in-game gearing. In fact, they only start there. It could also help bring players to the game. The new player experience in WoW, despite the leveling revamp, is still far from great. And it's a huge time commitment to get all the way to max level. But what if you got a small little house based off your race? Humans would get a little cottage in Elwyn Forest, Tauren could get their own teepee, and gnomes could have their own Tinker workshop. As players level, they could collect the trophies from all the dungeons they complete, and completing a zone, they could get a painting of that zone. Maybe chests that spawn in the open world could contain furniture or other random items that players could decorate their homes with. This would make players feel far more invested in the game and therefore maybe make them stick around until max level. And let's face it, professions are pretty dead right now. This system could breathe life into professions as well. Going back to my Kill Jaden's spaceship example, maybe you need an engineer to activate all 10 of your ships, and in order to activate them, the engineer needs a rare engine that only drops off a certain rare off the broken shore, and they need a fell essence that has a chance to drop off a boss in Cathedral of the Eternal Night. Let's say Thrashbite the Scornful, for example. You can see where this is going. Professions could get all kinds of new recipes that build items for player homes. Maybe even add a new profession, an architect who builds or upgrades homes. Doing this would require a ton of materials and would be kind of a major goal for you within this system. The architect could also build tables and chairs and just be centered around this new system. I'm getting so excited just talking about it. Not only that, it would also be great for gold making. The economy in World of Warcraft is pretty good right now, but let's go back to our engineer friend who needs to get the fell essence off Thrashbite in order to activate your spaceships. Maybe, rather than farming it up for him, you could buy it off the auction house. Or you could start farming it and start putting it on the auction house for other people to buy. This could be an awesome new way for people to make gold to buy their WoW tokens. I could keep coming up with ideas for this all day. I just hope that Blizzard will look at the success of allied races and realize the potential of a system like this, and the demand that there is for it. Thanks for watching. Hey guys, Evo here. So, what do you think? Is this an awesome idea, or is this a horrible idea? And what are some of your ideas? Let me know in the comments down below. Anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, hit that thumbs up button. If you're new here, consider subscribing. I do skits, machinimas, discussions, all sorts of stuff. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.